Okay, so I've got the Fox 19 on here again, and I'm using the same prop, fuel, and glow plug as before. APC 84 Omega 15% 4-stroke fuel, and the same Fox plug. Now, since the first video I shot, I've done several other heat cycle runs on this thing in an attempt to try and figure this carb out, get it tuned, and get it running better. The instructions that came with this don't really go into a whole lot of detail about how to break it in, but that's why I was just doing some heat cycles on it and trying to figure out the carb. The instructions also say that to adjust the low speed of this carb, you can rotate this little barrel that the fuel line goes onto to lean it and adjust it, or lean it and richen it up. I've attempted to try and turn it, but I'm not really sure if I can turn it. It's hard to get your fingers on there. So what I've done is I've just really set this low speed throttle stop screw, if you will, to a point where it'll slow down to a certain point. It doesn't really slow down to an idle speed, but I think I've got a pretty good top end, so I want to get some top end readings on this thing with this prop and this fuel. I don't think I'm going to go through the exercise of continuing to try and get the low end to idle at a real low normal idle, because A, I can't find any reviews on this engine to see what the specs are, and B, I really just don't feel like screwing with it, because it's one of those things where if you have to rotate the thing where the fuel line is, you have to stop the engine, rotate it a little bit, and then try it again and keep going through that process. And quite honestly, I really just don't feel like going through that process with this engine. Personally, I'm just happy to have it run, get a peak reading, and be done with it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so as you can see, this is a real screaming engine at full throttle. Like I said in the intro, I'm not going to sit in here and mess with the low speed and try and get it to idle low. I just don't think that's what this engine is designed for, and if it is, oh well. Like I said, I'm not going to mess with it any more than that. But it is a screaming engine, runs really well at high throttle, doesn't seem to mind this Omega 15% nitro fuel. So there's your runs. Thank you for watching.